Hi everybody, my name is Harald Schmidt. I have the pleasure of coordinating REPO4U. One element is of course that we do drug repurposing, but we combine it with a completely new approach to disease. So we don't define diseases anymore by symptoms in organs, but by very precise molecular mechanisms, which then makes the repurposing of drugs that are already on the market much more predictable, much more precise. And that's super interdisciplinary, and therefore no one could achieve this on his or her own. However, we just don't want to publish nice papers. We really want to make sure that we bring this to the patient. And to make us known to the world, we have organized this RExPO conference. Everyone can learn something at RExPO from the other competences if the goal is actually to achieve patient benefit in the end. You will see a lot of clinical validation studies, a lot of hands-on experiences. We have workshops, can actively participate and join this large community and this movement of network medicine and drug repurposing.
Hi, this is Emre Guney. I am Head of Discovery and Data Science at STALICLA. I had the pleasure of co-organizing RExPO last year in Barcelona, where we set the bar quite high, and I was personally surprised with the quality of the talks, and especially this understanding that it's not necessarily a scientific bottleneck what we have in terms of getting better treatments, but it's also the policies and the business development aspects not keeping up with the science. So it was really eye-opening in that sense. And when I look at this year's program in Berlin for RExPO 2026, I see that it's reinforcing the idea with so many interdisciplinary sessions to highlight us that we don't know what we don't know, and it's a great opportunity to see that what we have to know if we really want to develop better treatments in a cost-effective manner. So I'm looking forward to the conference in Berlin.
My name is Tscheke. I'm the COO of ScienceOpen. We are basically the open science experts. We have developed the Drug Repurposing Central, which is the dedicated publication portal for the whole project. That said, I'm very excited to be the co-chair of the RExPO this year. I am based in Berlin. I think Berlin is a fantastic location to have the RExPO26 for various reasons. Obviously, Berlin is a beautiful city. It's a very inclusive city. It's full of life. It's very vibrant. Lots of culture, bar, music, and of course, an island of museums. But apart from that, and more relevant to the RExPO, Berlin is a university, a science hub too. But there is also, of course, the industry. We have the pharma industry. There are many pharma companies that have their headquarters here. And of course, there's a huge startup community. Everything basically revolutionizing the science system, the industry. A lot of it happens in Berlin as well.
Hello, I'm Hermann Mucke, CEO of Pharma Consultancy, an Austrian consulting company. In REPO4U, my role is technology integration, and I'm also a veteran of the RExPO conferences. Everything that is associated with drug repurposing is represented here, and this implies that everybody who does anything in connection with drug repurposing will benefit. In the first place, of course, it's a scientific conference, so the scientists are the first people perhaps who would benefit. All scientists in the life sciences, certainly, from bioinformaticians, clinicians, of course, everybody in translational sciences. But that's far from being all. There's also science in regulatory affairs, because this is a very dynamically evolving field. Then, of course, patent specialists or investors have a very keen interest in drug repurposing. And last but not least, of course, patients. Patient groups have a very particular way of approaching drug repurposing. They want quick results, and this is where drug repurposing can really step in, because you are cutting development time, cutting development costs, and what's most important, you are working with compounds that are already proven in humans. So all this taken together, I think will show you that drug repurposing is perfectly represented in RExPO26, as it has been with all previous RExPOs. Please come to Berlin. We really have something for everybody, and we will have very lively discussions which you all can participate. Thank you.